Can't keep going back to what I used to know.
I promise you this is a video you're gonna want to listen to. I gave myself 3 words this year: health, wealth, and thriving. I told myself that for the year of 2024, I am going to be at my healthiest, my wealthiest, and I will be thriving. Now, I've also been very specific. I'm not limiting my health, my wealth, or my thriving just to 2024. But it is time for me to start living the life that I truly believe God has ordained for me. That being said, here goes some nuggets of wisdom in order for you to understand how you can even achieve that before anything else falls into place for you. 1, if you want to be wealthy, wealth is not a momentary incident that happens all of a sudden. Wealth happens by every decision you make. It is a culmination of all of the decisions you make that get you to wealth. Health is also a culmination of every decision you make getting you to a healthy lifestyle. Thriving, you're able to achieve when you make healthy decisions in the other 2 areas. What does a healthy decision look like, sound like? So I'm going to use myself as an example because this is the reason why I can teach this because I was doing the opposite for way too long. I had a vehicle 3 years ago that had gotten into a car accident and got totaled. When the car got totaled, I didn't realize that I had to return my plates so that I would not be fined or whatever the issues are. I found out recently, however, that in order for me to register a new vehicle under my name, I would have to take care of the fees. And because I was fined twice, because they fine you per plate, which I did not know, it is $200 per plate, right? So here comes the healthy/wealthy decision. The healthy decision, the wealthy decision would have been me getting every ounce of information needed so that I would not have to deal with this issue 3 years later. The lesson is nothing, and I mean nothing goes away just because you don't deal with it. Nothing gets erased just because you ignore it or act like it does not exist or you don't pay attention to it. I am pointing this key component out because so many people wonder why it's so hard for them to become wealthy, for them to be healthy, and for them to thrive. And they're not paying attention to the culmination of the decisions that they're making. By me not dealing with the plate issue 3 years ago, it left an open door with unfinished business. If you want to be wealthy, you have to finish and complete any and everything you start, even if it's shutting things down or whatever the case is. Why? Because whether you are aware of it or not, your health and your wealth and your thriving lifestyle is seeping out. It is leaking out into those unfinished territories. Hold on, the baby's calling me. I finally got back to the house, so I pulled into the driveway. So I want you guys to imagine a maze, okay? When you are going through a maze, there is usually only one way out. If you want your health and your wealth and your thriving lifestyle to flow through and out of you, you want to give it only one way to go. And you want it to only come directly to and through you. You do not want it to go to all of these open doors, all of this unfinished business. You don't want to do that, right? And this is how God gave it to me. And let me just really highlight this because, again, If you want to know why you're working 20 times harder, if you want to know why it seems like nothing is ever going your way, if you want to know why every time you turn around, something new has gone wrong, it is because one of the main reasons is because there is unfinished business that you did not deal with. And in some way, shape, or form, it is going to find its way out. It's going to find its way to come to the surface so that you can deal with it some kind of way. And I really, please hear me when I say this. I'm hoping that those who are listening to this video, that you guys are listening with ears that are covered in wisdom so that you understand the depth of how good this is. People listen to videos all about, the secrets of what the wealthy people don't tell you. You need to understand this is the secret. Wealthy people have a certain level, they have a certain behavior, okay? It's not just skill. It's not just habit. Or let me take that back. It is habit, right? There are habitual behaviors that they do consistently enough that allow them to yield success, wealth, and all of the things. Now here goes the beauty though. Here goes the beauty. If you feel as though you haven't entered into your wealthy, healthy, thriving season, one, recognize that every single human being on this planet gets the same 24 hours in a day. You want to know the deposit you get every single morning, every single day? The moment you have breath in your body, you wake up, you get 24 hours in a day. And then for those of us who are really, really like sitting on high, you get all your senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. And then you get to be in your right mind. Right? With the use of your limbs. Some may not even have that. So when you start to look at life through the lens I'm giving you right now, you will start to realize that there are behavioral things that you have to start doing consistent enough that will by default yield you the health, wealth, and thriving lifestyle that everybody seems to want. Let's get into some more examples so that you know how to deal with this. Okay. So even in your relationships, if you are in relationship with anybody, I don't care if it's friend, family, sibling, child, co-worker, if you are in relationships with people where you feel stifled and you have to walk on eggshells, these relationships are zapping you of the energy, of the creativity, of the centeredness that you need in order to put yourself in a place where you are healthy, wealthy, and thriving. Why? Because you're spending too much energy, you're spending too much mental space on thinking about how you can or can't offend them, or how you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you're exerting so much energy trying not to step on somebody's toes. And the thing about this behavior and the thing about these relationships is that it becomes it's unconscious. You're not doing it intentionally and saying, oh, I'm doing this because this is how I want to be. No, you're doing it because it's something that you've become so familiar with that you have allowed it to become now a part of your DNA. It's now a part of your unconscious behavior. And so you make decisions like, I'm not going to tell this person how I really feel because I don't want to hurt their feelings. Or I'm not going to face this challenge because I really don't want to deal with this right now. Or, I don't know, let me think of some other examples. So I deleted this clip that is supposed to be a part of this video. So here goes another clip from another day. I was giving you guys examples of how you know you are making unhealthy decisions that are not in alignment with the whole health, wealth, and thriving lifestyle. And so here goes some examples again. If you find that you are procrastinating to do the things you know you have to do, especially when the issue is this big, when the issue is tiny and you don't take it and you don't take action or initiative to get it done, that is not a decision that is going to set you up for wealth or health. And that obviously, I'm gonna have to do another video to really break it down in each section. Again, the quality of relationships you have. If your relationships are draining you, if they're not supportive, if they're not speaking life into you, it really says more about you than it says about the people that you have in your life. Because if you're allowing it, it is because there is something about that situation that you are in agreement with on some level. And if it's not in alignment with health, wealth, and thriving, then it's something you have to address. anytime you are procrastinating, self-sabotaging, giving into fear, worry, anxiety, stress, allowing your decisions to hinder you from completing a task, these are the things that are going to constantly hinder you from succeeding and moving forward the way you truly want to see yourself thrive and live your best life. I hope that this makes sense. Let's get back into the video. I think this is going to be the last thing I say, because I'm hoping you guys don't need a 30-minute conversation to get the point that I'm trying to make. I'm going to just a recap. Everything, whatever it is that you're looking to achieve, whatever it is that you're looking to get in your life, it is never going to be something based on this instant momentary thing. Even if it seems like it is never going to be because of some instantaneous thing of luck that happens. Yes, please understand, are there things that God gives and does for us and blesses us in ways that are the miraculous? 1000%, right? At the same time though, there are decisions that we're making every single day that is either setting us up for success or setting us up for failure. It's really that simple. And the thing about failure is that it's always waiting for you to come on over to its side. It's like, yeah, come hang out with the rest of us. That's what failure is doing. Failure is always like, come over here. Now, people always say, I never believe in failure. I only believe in lessons. Failure is only a lesson if you're willing to learn from it, right? So if you're still making the same poor decisions, if you're still setting yourself up for failure by not dealing with the issue, not facing the challenge, not addressing this person in your life, not setting healthy boundaries for yourself, not necessarily for other people. If you are doing this, then I need you to understand that even if it doesn't seem like it has that much of an effect, matter of fact, let me give you this visual, because I am a visual learner. So let me give you this visual as well. Everything really is like a pebble falling into a large body of water, and there is a ripple effect. Okay. In everything that you do, there is a ripple effect. And so you have to ask yourself, do you want to feel the effects of this decision you make today, 5 years from now? Do I want to feel, let me say it this way. Do you want to feel the effects of this decision, not just 5 years from now, but now your children have to suffer because of the decision you made today, right? I promise you, I am learning this lesson. Again, I am 40. I think I've said this in other videos, and I'm just going to keep saying it again. I am 40 years old, and it has taken me until this moment in time in my life to start really seeing and realizing the effects of poor decision making. Yes, I saw some evidence of it, but I guess I must have been real hard-headed, because it didn't stop me from still doing a lot of the same things that I should have stopped a long time ago. You understand? But I continue to settle. I continue to do dumb, foolish things, accept foolishness, allow people into my life that were just bringing foolishness. I continue to do all of this because of not getting the lesson that I'm teaching you guys right now. And I really hope you're getting it.
Can't keep going back to what I used to know. Love, please hold my hand as I go down this road.